Today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Hello my peeps, welcome back to the channel. It is another year, and once again, it is my birthday. It's the day after you're watching this, Saturday, March 18th, and to celebrate, I figured we would switch it up a bit and make a savory cake. So I gave you a few options over on my Instagram story, and by a very thin margin, you guys selected the pizza cake. An old classic from food YouTube, originating over on BuzzFeed, I believe, and then redone by Rosanna Pansino, Threadbanger, even myself, with a kind of crazy and dumb twist, but today, for this one, I'm gonna try to master this thing to its core. And then, while I was planning this one out, I tried to come up with a way to not have to celebrate by myself for the 8th time in a video. So I asked my lovely boyfriend Steven to accompany me in this one, to which he said yes, as long as I did the sushi cake as well. And as you all know, I very easily give in to peer pressure and what others want me to do, so
without further ado,
I'll give you the nice chair.
Thank you.
So yes, I will be making both the pizza cake as well as the sushi cake today. I don't know which one I'm looking forward to more. These are some of my favorite foods ever. Which one do you think will come out better?
I love sushi. I'm kind of addicted.
Either way, I've got plenty of work ahead of me. Let's see how much you help out.
I'll help.
Okay, will you?
Yeah.
Alright, then let's get right into this one. I'm only moderately salty that I've got all this work to do on my birthday. Yes, it could be worse, but I've got my fair share of sushi rice making, pizza slinging, sashimi preparation ahead of me, so it is a great thing that I am well rested and up to the task due to my friends over at Helix Sleep. Helix makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and are shipped directly to your door. We all know that everybody's body type and sleep preferences are different, so Helix developed their very own sleep quiz to absolutely perfectly match up your needs with something from their incredible lineup of mattress offerings. As some of you may know, well over 2 years ago now, I myself took their sleep quiz, and because I'm a back sleeper, I like a medium to firm mattress, and because of my body type, they matched me up with this beauty, and I cannot talk highly enough about this thing. I have been sleeping incredibly. I feel like a teenager again. There's not enough money or fudgy brownies in the world that you can give me to get me to go back to my non-Helix mattress. And if you sleep with a partner, feel free to take the quiz together so you can find something that is the perfect compromise for the both of you. And easily, one of my favorite parts about Helix is that anywhere in the US, you can get your mattress delivered right to your door for free. It comes rolled up in a box and is incredibly easy to set up. And if you're like me and it makes you nervous to buy something you haven't tried yet, Helix offers a 100-night sleep trial, so you get over 3 months to make sure that you love the thing. Plus, they offer a 10-year warranty, financing options, and a flexible payment plan, so a great night's sleep is never that far away. So if you are in the market for a new mattress, I cannot beg you enough to click the link in the top line of the description and go to helixsleep.com/David Seymour. You can get up to $200 off of your mattress plus 2 free pillows. But up first today, we're going to be tackling one of the OGs of food YouTube, something that just screams 2012 BuzzFeed. It is the 4-layer pizza cake, and you will need lots of pizza dough and some chicken breasts, San Marzano tomatoes and salt, a whole bunch of mozzarella cheese and sugar, some mushrooms and pepperoni, hot sauce and ranch, a sweet onion, some butter, and a red bell pepper. Now obviously, more than half of those ingredients are just the toppings alone, which I myself selected. I thought it would be a good idea to make each and every one of our pizza layers completely different, starting with a plain on the bottom, and then topping that with a buffalo chicken version, as well as a mushroom pepperoni. And then of course, I felt obligated to include a peppers and onions one, since that's all the layers Corinne did in Threadbanger's version. By the way, a quick show of hands, how many of you even know what I'm talking about when I mentioned Threadbanger, because when I looked up pizza cake videos and I noticed that this one came out over 8 years ago now, I wanted to throw up. I mean, I knew this was a little bit older. I didn't think it was quite that old, but we are all getting up there, that's for sure. A couple more things here with this one. 80% of your time is just gonna be prepping up your ingredients, from chopping up all your onions and peppers. The red onions are gonna go with the buffalo chicken, the white obviously with the peppers and onions. One of the biggest things I have learned while making pizza at home is preheat the hell out of your pizza steel, pizza stone, whatever you're using. Just like a cast iron, although it conducts and absorbs heat extremely well, it takes forever to fully heat up. So a good rule of thumb is once your oven gets up to temperature, or at least over 350 degrees, give it another hour. The longer the better, for sure, with this. If you want that real crisp leopard printing on the bottom of your pizza, it is a great practice to get in the habit of. It did take me quite a while to get all my toppings prepped, from that chicken to all the mushrooms. But once I finally did and got my pizzas going, they were looking pretty good. A couple more tips if you're making pizzas at home. I like to build my pizza right on the peel, or in my case, an upside down cookie sheet. I just found it very difficult to build it on a countertop and then try to slide something underneath it. The only warning is you want to work as fast as possible. If you leave this thing on the peel for a long time with the sauce and all the cheese, it's almost like it starts collecting condensation between the dough and the peel, and you will have a very hard time sliding this off into your oven. So as soon as you get that dough on the peel, work as quick as possible. Make sure all your ingredients are prepped up to help you do so. And before any of you mention it, yes, of course, I could have went ultra fancy with a margarita pizza with fresh basil or 2-year-old aged Parmesan. I just feel like this isn't the moment for all that. I mean, we're making a pizza birthday cake. In addition, I learned from the many videos around the internet that you want to load on your toppings way heavier than you think for this. If you don't, you're gonna have quite a dry and dough-heavy pizza cake. So I even took the liberty to add even more sauce and cheese between all my layers. That's gonna add some moisture. It's gonna glue everything together. And once I got everything layered in my Dutch oven and encapsulated in some more dough, I threw it back in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes this time. And afterwards, this thing popped right out and was looking absolutely incredible. It looks way better than the last time I tried this. It is so much more cohesive. The dough on the outside looks great, a nice golden brown and crisp. The crust section was super satisfying, although I should have gave it a few minutes to cool down because all that cheese is wanting to ooze right out of this thing. But I do not care. It is time for the celebrations to begin. Move it. This is the real star of the show. We've seen many versions of this online throughout the years, but this is what I call a damn pizza cake. Fork and knife, or just pick it up and bite it? What do you think?
Oh, I think you just gotta push it off the plate into the gobbler.
Happy birthday to me.
Yes, happy birthday, David.
Oh man.
That's a lot of pizza.
That's a lot of cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
In one bite, we just had an entire slice of what would be one of these pizzas. I remember people's biggest complaint about this back in the day was that it was just an internet gimmick, as a lot of recipes are. And maybe it was intended to be that by whoever created it, but this is good. This works. This can be sold somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it's damn good, especially with all the extra additions, gluing those layers together. I think each pizza layer has to be different too. If this was just plain all the way through, it would be too basic.
Too basic. That's so good.
I'm still not sure it's more practical than making just pizzas and eating them normally.
Half the stuff you make is not practical.
You know, you're not wrong. I bet you if you offered them a pizza cake versus a standard like vanilla funfetti birthday cake, a lot of kids would choose this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's practical.
As would I.
I changed my mind on it.
I don't know if you could say the same for the next one, but I'm equally as excited. And next up today, at Steven's behest, we are making the sushi cake, which has been all over Instagram and TikTok especially, and to make it, you will need to grab some nori and kombu, rice vinegar, soy sauce, and sriracha, seasoned seaweed and eel sauce, Kewpie mayo, and salt, some sugar, pickled ginger, and fish roe, some sushi rice, and a fresh cucumber, a mango and avocados, some water, and of course our fresh fish, some salmon and tuna. Right off the bat, this one is set to be quite an expensive birthday cake. I know a lot of standard grocery ingredients such as eggs and butter and chocolate have gotten way up there in price recently, but they still wouldn't compare to me dropping over $50 in fish alone today. All I'm gonna say is that I haven't gotten my present yet, but Steven, it better be damn good. At least all the prep for this one was way easier and less time consuming. The only real point of stress was the sushi rice, just because of how fickle it can be and how many rice related issues we have had on the channel in the past. But I think I did okay. My sushi zoo came out fine. I think my rice cooker did a good job as well. So I set that off to the side while I chopped up all my fruits, both the mango and the avocado, as well as all the fish. I think I'm gonna leave the salmon in slightly bigger sashimi pieces, and then cut the tuna down a little bit smaller than that, almost in poke-sized pieces. That's gonna be dressed with a little bit of the spicy mayo. We're gonna make a spicy tuna layer. And then yeah, the cucumber and everything else is just gonna be for the toppings and decorations on top. Can I just say that the fact that some of you here watching this video and listening to my voice have been here to celebrate 8 or 9 birthdays now is kind of both nauseating and wholesome at the same time. I don't know about you guys, but the last couple of years have felt like a big old blur. They've all kind of blended together in my head. I certainly do not feel like a 27-year-old. In my head, I'm still very much far from that. But either way, to those of you who have been here for a while, thank you so much for sticking around. It genuinely means the world. And to any of you newbies, thanks to you guys too. Here's to many more birthdays together. I got each and every one of my components layered down into my saucepan as evenly as I could get them. Of course, I layered the pan with a little bit of plastic. I feel like that is kind of essential. I don't know how I'd get this thing out of here without that. I did want to let this set in the fridge for a couple minutes. I'm not sure why. Mentally, something just tells me that gives me a better chance at successfully flipping this over and getting it out of here in one piece. But when the time came, this thing did in fact flip right out of there. In my opinion, it looks even better than the last one. I cannot get over how crisp and amazing each one of these layers looks. And for the next 35 to 40 minutes, Steven and I took the liberty to try to deck this thing out and make it look as pretty as possible. If I had it my way, I would have taken 4 minutes to slap some sauce on there, the cucumbers, all the roe, the ginger, of course, and called it a day, but no, Steven had to sit there playing with his little ginger flowers. I'm definitely not used to sharing my kitchen camera with anybody else. I was kind of beside myself with how much footage he was taking up. If I let him go any longer, we would have been here until my next birthday, so eventually I had to call it, but I do have to admit, it came out looking pretty great. I never thought I'd see the day, but I'm finally holding and excited about trying the sushi birthday cake. Well, this came out better than I expected. From the plating to the layers, you know, this is the embodiment of pure class and just elegance. And then you have...
Got it. Let's see if they can see my fish.
Off camera, he did a little artwork.
Here we go. I did win the art award in 9th grade.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God I did. I'm at my favorite sushi restaurant here.
I don't know what restaurant serves this. They should. This is good. This is a winner in my book. I'm still very proud of those layers. I would genuinely eat this, just like the last one. Another thing I like about this too is like how highly customizable it is. If you're not a fan of salmon, you can go more heavy on tuna and some of the veggies and fruits. I could see this working with yellowtail, with our favorite mackerel. You don't have to do 8 layers either. You can do 2 or 3, make a little tart thickness, and it would be really good. I'm really happy with this. God damn. I'm gonna choke.
I've eaten before. Does your viewers ever get annoyed hearing you chew?
I would imagine no, because they're tuning into a food channel every week. If they have a chewing issue, I don't think they would do that.
Like hearing other people chew, kind of like...
Well, I cut it out. I take a bite, I show my action and cut it. It's not like I sit there chomping like a, it's not a mukbang.
If it was my birthday, I would ask for both of these cakes.
You know what? That's a win in my book.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you to this one. You know, this is the first ever birthday video I'm not celebrating alone. So thanks for being here.
We're happy for you. Did you credit me with making the flowers?
Yes. Follow both of us over on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. The links are down in the description. Let me know what you'd like to see me make next down in the comments over in our Instagram DMs. But other than that, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you right back here next time. Peace.
With the M without the AD. Flipping burgers and my money super lazy. Try and make a meal tonight, they ain't paying me. Try and supersize my life with my 18. Yeah, our style wasn't wavy, but we had a vision.
There's times I
This is a full circle moment.
Why?
The first time I ever mentioned him on the channel was because it was a sushi video and I said how it was you that got me into it.
Yes, okay, I remember. Sushi. Bringing those we love together.
It kind of is. It's aphrodisiac, right?
What's that mean? Yeah.
It's a food that it causes like a love hormone.
Oh, I thought that was like when someone, their blood doesn't clot.
I don't think so.
No. And, well, let's just say I can't have too much dairy before I go flying.
Your poor co-pilot.
Yeah. Oh, man, throw a little turbulence in there.